all in readiness for the second T20I. Pakistan won the one-day series 2-1. Zimbabwe came back in that third ODI. Pakistan won comfortably yesterday, and today Zimbabwe will want to make a similar comeback which they did in the third one-day international against Zimbabwe. And it's just those final preparations before the game starts. It's RAZA and Rashid Riaz. This RAZA, his 50th men's international T20I. It's a world record now. Second on the list is Aleem Dar. Rashid Riaz also quite a suave umpire. Earlier today presented with a memento from Aleem Dar, who's got 47, so he's close by, but RAZA broke the record and made a record really, 50 before Aleem Dar could. 50, 47, Ian Gould 37, so Pakistan leading by a fair way. Well, he went through that 2009 incident as well. It was in the Sri Lankan bus, but he's been brilliant. These two, they have to be brilliant as well. The start needs to be perfect for Zimbabwe.
Yes, for Zimbabwe, they need to get at least 170 on this pitch. And were you a little surprised, Bazit, Pakistan, no change? Brandon Taylor, one of the most experienced players from Zimbabwe, 42 games. 42nd game this in fact for him. Good average, reasonable average with 650s. The dangerous player, definitely dangerous player. That Pakistan came out with the same squad as yesterday. I thought Abdullah Shafiq probably get a game, but obviously not. Maybe on Tuesday, the third T20. Chibaba, 35th game, innings 34, averaging on the lower side, just under 19, 550s to his name, strike rate just over 100. They really need to step up here against the potent Pakistan bowling attack. They have four seamers, Pakistan. Mohammad Hasnan will take the new ball. Haris Rauf, Wahab Riaz and Fahim Ashraf, and then of course Usman Qadir, the right arm leg spinner. 6 wickets so far for young Hasnan. Average on the higher side. It should be ideally 27, 26 in this format. But again, that's early on in his career. He's only going to get better. Bit of chat going on behind the stumps between wicketkeeper, the skipper, and the umpire.
A little bit of a discussion going on. Slight bit of delay. I think there's water spilt on the ground, so sawdust being brought out. And he's right where...
Come on, get on with it, guys. It's a little water, just wet outfield behind the wicketkeeper.
No. Apparently it's paint, so...
Paint, water, whatever. Just get on with it.
Do you slip on paint or not?
No, you don't. Yeah, probably messes up your new shoes, maybe.
But anyway, they don't like paint, so sawdust on that. And after that, well, delay, bizarre delay, we've got Hassan, well, ready to go as soon as the ground staff leaves the field. It's a long trek for him as well. Hassan is itching to go. He's been in good form.
Right time bowling over. Play.
Rashid Riaz says play. Well, let's get into this straight away, Wasim bhai. Are you a big believer in rotation with the fast bowlers? Back-to-back games, remember, although it's T20.
It depends. Obviously, if you have a long season, then maybe. But if you're a young cricketer, young fast bowler, even Shaheen Shah, if I was 19, 20, getting wickets doesn't matter the opposition. I would like to play every game. It all depends on your, obviously, on your coach, your captain, and of course the bowler himself. But when you're young, as a young like Hasnan is, he'll do whatever he has been told by his seniors or by his skipper.
Short single was done really well because he's just dropped that at his feet. You don't normally see this in T20 cricket, and there's an overthrow, so straight away a sloppy start. Maybe the paint got onto the ball.
Maybe they're half asleep. We'll have a look in the replay what exactly happened. It was a soft-handed, nicely played by Taylor. It was an easy single, yes, and I don't know what happened then.
Hits the man on the offside, but it's important for Zimbabwe's cause that their big players step up, and in big players you look at Brendan Taylor, you look at Williams, and you look at SIKANDAR, RAZA. They're the experienced players. They've played a lot of cricket for Zimbabwe. Yes, we say they're a lesser side in terms of international cricket, but these guys have been around for a while, so they have to take onus.
Yeah, he's very experienced and a dangerous player, especially in first 6 overs in power play, Brendan Taylor. Better length, better line. The previous delivery, he was short and wide, and I think it was missed opportunity by Brendan Taylor. In T20, there's hardly any error of margin of error as a bowler, especially on pitch like this. This was the ball we were talking about that he missed opportunity, short, wide, and went straight to the fielder. Lucky for Hasnan, but the delivery after was the ideal length and ideal line with the new ball. If it's not swinging, back of a length. That one he missed because his weight was on a back foot.
Slightly full that time, just a single, but we've seen throughout the ODI series and the T20, well, the first game of the T20 series, that back of a length has worked for the faster man. And even the bouncer has worked well on this pitch. Whenever they've ventured full, it's been the boundary ball.
It really is a good pitch to bat on. As a batsman, there is no swing, no seam. You can just play everything on the up if you want to. And that's where I think back of a length is so important to learn. Another good delivery, another dot ball, 4 runs from the over, 4 for none.
Haris Rauf to share the new ball. He does get a lot of pace, zips the ball off the surface. He is quick. He's got one slip in place, get slight bit of shape away from the right-hander. Starts off with a terrific delivery, attacking the stumps.
Perfect first delivery. And that's what I like about Haris Rauf. He sprints in. He's warmed up before. What I see usually in this day and age, you young bowlers that tend to take 2-3 deliveries to get warmed up during the game. But look at this, right on the money, short of a length, just a bit of a way swinger, inside edge. Third. Haris Rauf got 48 wickets in last 12 months in T20 format, playing for French ICC cricket and for Pakistan. Outside edge for Melbourne Stars, he's got 20 wickets in 10 games, averaging only 13. Then from Northern, 8 matches, 18 wickets. For Pakistan, 7 wickets in 6 games. And this is the pitch. And from Lahore Qalandars, 3 wickets in 5 in last 12 months. Looks a good pitch.
Ball does come onto the back. There is a bit of bounce that Haris Rauf can work with. Appeal, and he's done for Brendan Taylor. Short and wide, but the extra bounce does for the wicket-keeping opener.
An extra pace. Average shot from Brendan Taylor early on in his innings. Front foot was nowhere near the pitch of the ball. Look at that. There, and bit of outswing, faint edge, straight to the keeper. Rizwan took an easy catch. First wicket for Pakistan. The danger man for Zimbabwe departs for 3. Zim 5 for 1.
Sean Williams in. Haris Rauf just getting the ball to nip back into the left-hander, going away from the right-hander. Sean Williams, dangerous player, does strike the ball really hard. And, well, experienced enough to carry the mantle for Zimbabwe. He is there because Brendan Taylor with a nothing shot.
Look at that, it was miles away from from him, and bit of outswing, nippy pace did the trick for Haris Rauf. Got his first wicket in today's game. He's still got a slip in place.
Outer half of the bat, and the ball sort of raced away and makes it to the fence. Chababa gets the first boundary. Haris Rauf cannot believe it because he thought he did for Chababa with the swing.
It was unlucky, Haris Rauf here. It was an outside edge, and that shows that how fast is the outfield here at Rawalpindi. Anything in the gap, either this edge or you middle it, it will race away to the boundary. First boundary.
Oh, decent over from Haris Rauf. It's 10 for 1. Pakistani have already struck with the new ball. Haris Rauf getting rid of dangerous Brendan Taylor. And now it's up to Williams. Yeah, the problem that Zimbabwe have, they're dependent on a few players, the experienced players there. But you look at the captain, and he's averaged 10 in the last 4 years in all formats.
17 games, 174 runs, no 50, averaging 10.23, and still got a game. Imagine if this player would have been playing for Pakistan. We have 100 million cricketing experts on social media. They would have gone berserk.
Well, that'll help. Top edge, races to the fence. Pace works in Chababa's favor.
Again, the width. That's where the problem is this youngster. Good pace, good bounce, but it was wide and top edge. But a couple of bounces into the fence. Second boundary for Chababa.
Short and wide, doesn't get it through. Coastal Shah does well, but the opportunity was there to get another boundary.
It was there to be hit. Good effort by Khushdil Shah, the youngster. Into his third game. Missed opportunity again by the Zimbabwe skipper. He's got fine leg up for the left-hander, Hasnan.
Shot, punished, 4.
He's a back foot player. Williams, as a bowler, you should be able to understand this straight away. That have to pitch it up early on with the new ball. You have to bowl a bouncer. It has to be between neck and head height, and that too outside off stump. You got a backup fielder just behind square leg, and this was played in front of square. He had ample amount of time to play that shot. Not a good delivery.
Good over so far, 11 of the first 5. Hasnan will be looking to close out the over, but he needs to just maybe look at where his lengths are. If you're going to bowl short, like Wasim Bhai said, you've got to really dig it in. Straight down the ground, he pitches it up and he's gone. Straight back over his head, one bounce into the fence. 15 off the third, 25 for 1.
$25 for 1 in 3. Previous over, another good delivery. I beg your pardon, another good shot. There was no slip. And it was short, it was wide. He had plenty of time to play that shot towards third man.
Boundary starting to flow. And Williams just play awkwardly at times. Just played in odd areas, but now it's nicely executed.
See, he's a back foot player. Pitch it up to him. Especially with the new ball. Try to hit the stump, so maybe leg before. Don't bowl him short and wide outside off stump.
And needs to attack the stumps more, but previous over, Wasim Bhai, we were talking about social media, and there's a lot of followers who follow you, and people are starting to ask me, is Wasim Bhai getting old? Because he scolds us a lot. डांट दे बहुत ने.
Yeah, I actually do. I mean, enjoy it. If somebody will ask me a stupid question, I would love to give stupid answer. This is my mantra. Like if he's had mantra, I also have mantra. कुछ भी बोलते हैं भाई.
Short one too quick, and second one for Haris Rauf. Chibaba doesn't get runs again. Too quick from Haris.
Pressure on the skipper. Another failed innings. Look at this shot. It was nowhere near. Ball was quick. His weight was on a front foot. And straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. Second wicket for Haris Rauf. This is the length you should be bowling at most of the time with the new ball. Skipper Chibaba departs for 15. And Zimbabwe now under pressure. 30 for 2.
Haris Rauf, wickets in each of his overs. He's just providing that impetus straight away for Pakistan. Oh, outside edge and races away. It's brilliant bowling, but didn't get the result this time around.
And I think that's where Babar has to learn very quickly, especially against the inexperienced sides. Have a slip in, extra slip. What will go wrong? At the most, you'll get hit for boundary. Second slip would have been straight into his hands. Good player here, good series. He got 70 yesterday, Wesley. This was the skipper. No shot. Straight to the mid-wicket. Easy catch.
It's terrific bowling from Haris Rauf. He's got pace. He's attacked the stumps, and in between, he's been able to produce pace off back of a length. It was near the splice of the bat. That's why it just looped up. It was just too quick from Haris Rauf yet again. Zimbabwe wanted to bat first 4 overs. Again, they start off brightly, but keep losing wickets. Haris Rauf with another super over. 4 gone. It's 36 for 2.
Loud and clear. Voice downstairs. Pakistan off to a flyer here. 2 down Zimbabwe in the first 4 overs. A lot to look forward to, Aruj, now that we've got Wesley out there. He's been a real star for Zimbabwe. Such a refreshing young talent he is.
He's clearly been the lone consistent ranger out there for Zimbabwe. important for him also because they've got a bunch of experienced players who will obviously leave the Zimbabwe team eventually. So they need to find some more like this youngster. Got a lot to do today again.
The invite was there to go for that booming drive through the offside, missed it. He must not lose his good form, good touch, Wesley.
I'd like to see a slip in here. They've got the pressure on. We saw the ball fly off the edge and Rauf's over as well. Getting good shape away from the right-hander. Keep the pressure on.
Neatly played. And then the running between the wickets is so good as well. So everything positive about his cricket. He's a live wire in the outfield as well. Running with the shot. Have a look at this. A tap into the gap and off he went.
He's got all the bases covered, hasn't he? So always looking for runs, and I think that's what's important in all formats, especially with how the modern game is advancing nowadays.
Looks to be a good solid batting strip this. Can drive the ball on the up, on the rise. Bowled him. Inside edge. Losing a valuable opportunity to score some runs. So he was wicketless in the last 4 ODIs. This is his first scalp in T20Is after a gap of 4 T20s. And unfortunate way to go, but he's been dismissed.
Similar to his dismissal in the previous T20, that of course from Kadir, but Fahim would be very happy picking up the important wicket of Sean Williams, who chopped it back onto his stump. Gone for 13. Zimbabwe's pressures keeps increasing. 38 for 3 now.
SIKANDAR RAZA is the new man in for Zimbabwe. A lot of action, bit of destruction we've seen in the first 5 overs. 3 down Zimbabwe for 38.
Left him over.
Vabriaz is in. There's a lot of time to play fast bowling, Wesley Madawira. That's why I penciled him to open for Zimbabwe in this series. Not to be.
Especially the way Zimbabwe's captain's form's coming along. It could have been a good move, in fact.
That's gone for 4. It's the fast outfield, to say the least. Inside edge, solid inside edge for 4.
The last wicket to fall, Sean Williams chopped it on back onto his stumps. Fahim Ashraf bowled a good line to get rid of the experienced campaigner.
Played it with the closed face of the blade and a little tentative also. I think beaten for length, probably. That's good cricket. Playing it with soft hands, as they say, which means not going hard at the ball and dropping it down. The instant it hit your bat, and off he went again for a quick single. Excellent batting. That shows control. It appears to be a nothing shot, but believe me, it takes hours and hours of practice to get that thing done. Because you've got to look hard at the ball, make sure that it's underneath your eye line, and then know exactly what line it's coming at you.
Rightly said, Ramiz, the importance of every single. And batsmen these days look at every ball as an opportunity to score. So obviously go for the maximum and the boundary, but if not, to avoid the dot ball, the drop and run with soft hands, keep the scoreboard ticking along.
Youngest batsman to score a 50 for Zimbabwe in T20 cricket. Just hope he's given good environment where he can improve further, because there are serious ingredients of him lighting up the circuit with his good batting, good fielding. Very young and played a lovely hand just the other night. 70 not out he got. Fielder pushed back, single given in a way, and he's got the strike after 6:45 for 3. Lovely timing, placement was brilliant as well. Smashed it square through the offside. This kid can bat.
That had class written all over it. Wesley was on top of the ball, quickly picked up the length, exquisitely timed to the fence. The fielder had no chance in the ring. He's been a treat to watch, hasn't he?
Footwork was flawless. That's why he could square drive that one. Here's the flick this time. 50 comes up for Zimbabwe. All he has to do is to now understand his value at the crease. Must not throw away such a good start. 17 from 11. It's swinging just a little bit more in this contest compared to the other ones.
Again, a very good run there. Good understanding with Raza. He's also very quick. Zimbabwe do have a very good start here with a run rate of just under 8, and Wesley will have to understand how important it is for him to continue batting when Sikandar and Chigabura.
Once again, a very fine pickup shot from Wesley. Well, Muzzer usually is a bearer of bad news for most cricketers, because he'll give you stats that are not worthy of that individual, because he looks at all the negatives, then compiles the stat so that he could get the headlines. But so for Sikandar Raza, he's taken out a stat in the last 2 years in T20s. He's played 25 matches with an average of 9.94. No 50s. Why do you do that all the time, Mazhar?
Well, Sikandar will definitely want to change things around here. We all know he's got more capability than those stats show. And again, he's got the platform to do that. He's in earlier than he would have expected. Got to build a partnership here with Wesley.
Such a good pitch where you can get your form back. All you have to do is to get to the pitch. There's hardly any sideways movement now. Got 7 in the first T20. In 2015, he got a century against Pakistan in one of the ODIs. That average will remain below 10 if he bats like that. That wasn't needed. 53 for 3.
Right him over. Take.
Change of bowling. The leg spinner, Usman Qadir, is into the attack. Had a good outing in his first debut just yesterday. Pakistan winning that comfortably.
Bang for 6. Starts off with a short ball, a half tracker put away beautifully over mid-wicket.
The first big hit of the day. And again, Wesley gives the ball the treatment. It was short, it was there to be hit, and he put it away in style.
Little things that he's got to improve, Usman Qadir. So first ball is crucial because it sets up stall for you. Got to make sure that you bowl that driving length rather than bowling a half tracker. Gets you under pressure. Yeah, a lot better.
Even the first game yesterday, Ramiz, he gave away 13 in his first over. But picked up a wicket, of course, as well. But it's important to have a good start.
Oh, that's close. How is the umpire reading it? Are they going to go for a DRS? I think it was the wrong un. That wasn't read by the right-hander. They're not going to go for it. Would you have called for it, Aruj?
It's very close. You could see leg stump behind the batsman, so maybe going down leg side.
Yeah, I mean, clearly would have gone on to hit part of that leg stump, because you could see the leg stump when that ball was hit on the front pad.
It's normally the bowlers who push the captain to get the review. Osman obviously pleaded his case, but let's have a look.
That was a goner. I don't know, why didn't they opt for it? It looked pretty adjacent. End of the over after 8:59 for the loss of 3. Wide called. I thought for a moment that might have brushed past the thigh pad. 60 for 3 after the first 8 overs. Zimbabwe. Current rate will take them to 150. I won't be happy with that. 9 and over will take them to 168. 11 and over, 192. I'd like to go somewhere in between that 9 and 11 to the over mark. I'll field it. Get something a little bit more competitive on the board.
It's good to perform today. SIKANDAR RAZA, you're not the most experienced player in your side. Not a great record in last 2 years. Only averaging under 10 in 25 matches. He's on 2, 60 for 3. Wahab Riaz is sprinting in.
Now that is a good cricket shot from SIKANDAR RAZA. The ball before hit it straight to the man at backward point. This time maneuvered it through the gap in the covers.
Wasn't the best delivery from the most experienced bowler in Pakistani squad. Look at that shot. He was waiting for that particular delivery. He hangs on his back foot and tried to play towards extra cover and behind point.
Well run, very well run. Wesley Madevere. Young, energetic, always ready to take a quick single. 3 wickets to go today. Brendan Taylor, opportunity to score there. Just didn't get himself in the right position with regards to his feet. Chamuchi Baba. Ball got onto him a lot quicker than he thought. Good pace from Ralph. And then Sean Williams. Probably just kept a little bit low, but he would have liked to get his front foot in a better position, playing down the ground.
Sprinting in now, Wahab Riaz after the boundary, 138 kilometers an hour. Yeah, that young boy impressed all of us, Madhavire. He was on 24, got 70 yesterday. Fastest delivery, 142 kilometers. And average speed has been just under 138 kilometers an hour from Wahab.
.65 for 3. We'll see. Just above 7 to the over. Zimbabwe will be happy with that side. The problem they've got is they've lost wickets again.
And early on in first 3 to 4 overs, that was the drawback, especially the 2 most experienced players gone, Brendan Taylor and Williams. And now pressure is on this young boy, Madhavire. He's on 24, looking good on 20. And of course, SIKANDAR RAZA at the other end. Good delivery, 9 gone, 65 for 3 Zimbabwe.
Bowlers used by Pakistan. Hasnain, expensive, 9.5 to the over for his 2 overs. Rauf, rather expensive himself, but importantly that wickets column, he's got 2. And if you're opening your bowling and striking, then that's good in T20 international cricket. The other wicket to go was to Fahim Ashraf.
Turn from Usman Khader. Pick of the bowlers so far has been Haris Rauf, 2 wickets in his first spell. Beautifully bowled. Googly, bit of turn from Usman Khader, first wicket in this game. This is the beauty of the wrist spinner. And SIKANDAR RAZA, another failure.
SIKANDAR RAZA, it's a beautiful delivery. Googly, he's looped it, he's drawn him out the crease. If you're not at the pitch, and SIKANDAR RAZA knows this, there's no need to carry on with that shot. But it's something he does well. Gets the ball to dip. Did it to Sean Williams yesterday. The end of SIKANDAR RAZA for 7. Zimbabwe 65 for 4. Ryan Burl, the new man at the crease for Zimbabwe. '18th match, 15 innings, average of 23. That's the 1/2 century, which was against Bangladesh in Dhaka in August of last year.
Let's have a look at the variations from Usman Khader. Left on your screen is the leg break. And of course, back of the hand, googly on the right side of your screen. That's what... oh, full delivery, big appeal, massive appeal. And yes, another wicket gone. Second in this over from Usman Khader. Zimbabwe is struggling now.
It looked like it might have just been outside the line of off stump to me. Zimbabwe, I think, with a man in form like Wesley, should go up. Good decision.
Third umpire director, review for LBW, and original decision is out. It's a fair delivery. Please move on to spin vision. Yes. Roll forward, roll back, roll forward. Can you confirm with the ultra edge, please? Ball is very close to the bat. Okay. Thank you. Yes, and waiting for the ultra edge. Roll forward, roll forward. Roll, yeah, it's clearly a gap between bat and ball. Yeah, spike before the bat, yeah. Please go to the ball tracking when you're ready. Hassan waiting for the ball tracking. Just before. Okay. Original decision is out. Pitching outside out, impact in line and wicket hitting. Hassan, stay with your decision out. Wait for the call. You're on screen.
Got it right. First time Zimbabwe lose a review. Young Wesley Madevere was looking good once again. 24 from 22. Zimbabwe now 5 down for 66.
Alton Chikumbura, the new batsman in, averaging 19.40 with 350. Good strike rate, 143. But they are struggling here, Zimbabwe. This was the wicket. Second wicket for Usman Qadir. Full delivery, a googly, missed it completely. It was hitting middle. Beautifully bowled, dipped in, and a bit of turn from Usman. 2 for 7. He's into his second over.
Likes using the googly. Usman Qadir, 10 gone, 66 for 5. .66 for 5, Zimbabwe. The halfway stage. Again, just too many wickets lost in that initial period in the innings. Once you don't have partnerships going, very, very difficult for you to get a competitive total on the board. 156 is what they got yesterday. At this stage, looks like they'll be struggling to get anywhere near there.
Hasnan into his third over. So Tino / Tony, what should I call you?
I've actually in the last 5 or 6 days been called Tony more so I don't mind, Wasim. It's just a change of letters, but yeah, it's okay.
Good sport you are, buddy. So they start off okay, Zimbabwe. Yesterday they were 27 for 1 in 3 overs. Today they were 25 for 1 in 3 overs. And then they struggle in mid-overs. That's where they lose wicket. Even the last 5 overs yesterday, they scored 46 runs. So it's the middle over, that's where they're, I think, get under pressure, they lose wickets.
Good call from Ryan Bill. Yeah, it is just that middle period where you form a few partnerships. Yesterday it was Sean Williams and Bryn Taylor. Still lots of money to be made. And that's the Jomo hit the jackpot. I don't think I've seen it happen yet, but if you do, $200 in the pocket. And the big one, service, tires, hit and win. Hit that board, you've earned yourself $500 US. Yet to see that happen in the series. Just back to what you were saying, Wasim. Yesterday they built a couple of partnerships, even though they had lost the early wicket of Chamuchibaba, Brendan Taylor, Sean Williams. That's the stage you're talking about, 27 after 3 overs. Carried on for a little bit longer. And then Madebere and Sean Williams as well. But just not forming partnerships that are going long enough for them to be able to get something substantive on the board at the end.
I think what they do is they play two kind of cricket. Either you hit it out of the park, or either they just block. There is no in between. Okay, if you're struggling a bit, good delivery, quick delivery, shot from Hasnan, just try to rotate the strike and then look for the delivery, pick up your bowler, pick up the gap and then play that shot. And we've seen previous over, Sikandar Raza being the most experienced player in your side, hasn't been performing well for the last 2 years. This is good delivery from Hasnan, tall boy, and played a very average shot. No shot, in fact, and got bowled by Usman Qadir's googly.
With Alton Chigumbura missing out.
So now they're 69 for 5 and we're into 11th over. The idea should be, instead of playing shots away from your body on every delivery, just try to go to the other end. At least get some little partnership going and have a go in last 5 to 6 overs. If you lose 1 or 2 wickets now, then game is gone.
And it's not as if those guys at the crease now will struggle to put away a bad ball to the boundary. 11 overs gone, 70 for 5. 32 dots so far in the innings. 9 fours and a 1-6. And as you're saying, that dots column, they want to make sure that they're ticking those over a little bit more. A few more singles in there, rotating the strike, making sure that the partnership is ticking over.
Out of 11 overs, dot balls are about almost half. 5.2 overs, they play dot balls. The great Waka Yunus. What a spell from Usman Qadir. He's bowling googlies on a consistent basis here. 2 for 7. In fact, now 8, 9 for 7 maybe. Come on, guys. Good pickup. Very poor throw. No backup. So giving away extra stringle. Nice.
Nicely bowled, full, lots of air. I realized he uses the googly a lot. I've only seen him in T20 cricket, but even in this format of the game, for a leg spinner, he most certainly is not afraid to go to that googly and bowls it well.
It was beautifully bowled. You can see the dip, and then bit of turn, full toss. Catch it is the call. There's a fielder there. Good effort by the fielder. Fakhar Zaman just dropped in front of him.
Alton Chigumbura just examining the bat. It's not often you see him get a low full toss from a spinner and struggle to get the ball to the man at cow corner on the boundary. It just came off bottom edge of the bat, but this is a valiant effort. He's run in many meters from the boundary. Fakhar Zaman.
Bowling.
2 for 11. for Osman Kadir. A couple of deliveries short of his third over. 1 for 24 the other day in his 4. So he's most definitely getting some good numbers in this series.
Another brilliant delivery from Osman Kadir. Is bowling well, good lines, turning the ball, and of course the control that matters with the wrist spinner. 12 dot balls, 2 for 11.
It's done a bit too much, I think. Again, beautiful delivery. He seems as though he's convinced that they should go up. Pitched in a good area. I thought there was a bit of bounce and probably going past the leg stump.
Third umpire director, review for LBW, and original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Please move on to spin vision. Yes, ball is close to the bat. Please confirm with the ultra edge. Roll forward, roll forward, roll forward. Yeah, roll forward, roll forward, roll back, roll forward. Roll back, roll back. Roll forward. Roll forward. Can you roll back? The ball is very close to the bat. I think. Can you zoom from here? Yeah. 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 Roll back, roll. Yeah. Yeah. Just little gap between bat and ball. Go to the ball tracking when you're ready, please. Original decision not out, pitching outside off, impact in line, and missing the wickets. Essence stay with decision not out.
So, Alton Chagumbra survives. Bit of extra bounce, turned past the leg stump, and brings us to the end of the 12th. 74 for 5.
Pakistan again being able to get wickets at regular intervals, and that has meant that Zimbabwe still trying to navigate towards those 20 overs. By Ashraf Ali took a wicket as well. He needs a few more. With legs. A lot of cricket going around. Started with National T20 Kajam Trophy also going on, then this series, and now the playoff HBL PSL 2020 14th, 15th and the 17th final. So book your days, because you need to be glued to the TV screens. Ruj, interesting on the toss. Zimbabwe captain said that he would have liked to bat first as well. This is a ground known for chasing. The record here favors the team batting second. this year 16 matches out of 26 won by the chasing team. So with a team which is built on a very strong middle order, it's quite surprising that they don't go that route.
Quick run there. Easily home, and they're going to try and go for another one. Usman Qadir cleaning up with the overthrow. Pakistan on their way to make another record. If they win this game, they will have 13 consecutive wins against one particular opponent, which will be Zimbabwe in this case. Fazit, coming back to your point, well, the thought process seems to be that because obviously the batting hasn't clicked, they probably didn't want to give themselves a big total to chase and just get runs on the board. The captain has clearly been struggling, and they've heavily relied on the likes of Taylor, Williams, Sikandar. Hasn't had the best of series.
Hits the man at cover. There's the opportunity to go through the offside. His favorite region, cover. Chikumbura just gets a single, and it's 78 for 5 after 13. Well, you're looking at 12 and over from here because 156 last night wasn't enough. Running repairs. Last ball was struck to the covers, and it struck Usman Qadir on the knee. He'll want to get back up straight away because he's bowled magnificently. He's got 2 wickets, and Zimbabwe not picking his googly.
That's where he's done himself. It's probably the ball hit to him when he was fielding in the ring. Looks like he got his knee caught up in the ground there, smashed it. Pakistan physio attending to him. The magic spray, Bazit. Should do some magic here.
Does it work though? Every time you get a fielder injured, they just spray it on and he's back up. The leg break, but the googly's been the potent delivery is spun quite a lot, and actually once you don't pick it, then if you're going to play an attacking shot, it almost becomes impossible.
Yeah, he bowls it quite well as well from the back of the hand, but gets it to land in the right areas, and he's obviously bamboozled the batsman here.
The googly spinning a long way. Sikandar RAZA didn't pick it. And then again the googly just bounced slightly, defeating the sweep shot. Well, any spinner who gets the ball to spin both ways is going to be effective in T20 cricket. But if you're getting both your leg spinner and your googly spinning appreciably, well, then obviously you earn your figures of 2 for 13.
And what's important is he's not afraid to give the ball some air, and obviously is very comfortable and confident using the wrong one. When the batsmen are not picking it, it becomes even better.
Down the ground, beautifully hit. Maximum.
That's a big hit from Chigumbura, and he knows that he can hit the ball, backing his strength. Was pitched up, just swung through the line. A beautiful hit by him.
Yeah, that'll race away. Quick outfield. I think that just struck the pad, but the line was wrong, and probably the pressure back on Usman with that hit down the ground. So 10 runs of the last two. That was a fantastic hit. Real box office when you hit it down the ground and hit the side screen on the full. T20 does allow for an individual brilliant innings or individual brilliant spell that can turn the game around. I think Chigumbura will be the man right now. Zimbabwe looking at to play a blitz. But no more. The leg spinner goes past his bat and couldn't recover at all. Usman Qadir has his third.
That innings from Chigumbura comes to an end as Usman picks up yet another wicket. He was expecting the wrong one. It was the conventional leg spinner, and the keeper behind the stumps making no mistake. Elton Chigumbura walks back for 18, 14 gone. Zimbabwe now 90 for 6.
Six down. Chisoro comes into bat. Just not being able to lift the run rate, Zimbabwe. Chigumbura tried it, but Usman Qadir's leg break too good.
Too far down to come back from there. He gave the ball air, dragged the batsman out. Excellent way to finish the over after that massive hit. Never in for a chance after he'd missed the line. Beautiful delivery from a leg spinner.
Well, we thought Chisoro was going to bat, and he's a left-hander, I reckon. Tiripano's batting as can strike the ball, but they need to strike the ball really well. He's a very useful all-rounder, but I reckon he's got his work cut out just because Pakistan being able to peg Zimbabwe back so often.
A sticky situation here for Zimbabwe to get out of. Pearl was struggling in the first T20 game, only got 8, used up the 15 deliveries. Well, even if they go at 10 from here, they will manage 146. Not quite sure if that's going to be enough.
Short and gets it past point. But just a couple of runs. In just the previous game, well, last night, wasn't it? It was 156, which was overall comfortably. And now you look at this and you say that 10 and over 146, you suspect that 146 won't be enough. And that's if Zimbabwe get their own way for these last 5.2 overs. Well, they say a quick game is a good game, and so wide, but a lot of people, especially the ones working on the game, they now think that they'll get an early night. I don't think that'll happen. I think Zimbabwe will rally, and we'll hope that it goes down to the wire.
He was down the track, was looking for the big hit. Didn't quite time that. But Jen, Zimbabwe has this match and the next one as well, and they might as well make a meal of it. They'd want to get a decent score here from just 5 overs now remaining after this ball. But on the other hand, Pakistan should look to dominate, finish the match early, show that they're clearly the higher ranked side.
Just a single. Early is the key word there. 15 gone is 96 for 6.
Item over.
As the Manhattan not building in Zimbabwe's favor. We go back to Zimbabwe's theory of batting first. It suits Pakistan. Also Babar mentioned, well, obviously Babar won the toss. He mentioned that underlies the ball, skids onto the bat better, and there's less amount of spin too. So the conditions point to chase, but if you batting first, you've got to make a fist of it and get to 160. Because obviously everything points to batting second, and the little bit of favor that you get is when you bat under lights.
And bowled well yesterday as well. Picked up the 1 wicket. Giving away 25 in his 4 overs. He'd like to pick up a few to clean up the West Indies tail here. Easy run there in the end. Basit, what can Zimbabwe do in terms of, obviously they chose to bat first here today. What different things can they do? There was talk about maybe Wesley opening the innings. Chibaba clearly not having the best of series. Changing things around a little bit. And that'll be a good idea.
Well, Tino mentioned this on comms last night, where he said that Zimbabwe have not played a lot of T20Is recently, or they don't get enough game time, and that makes a huge difference. We talk about lesser teams, but sometimes we forget that these teams don't get enough game time and don't play enough against bigger sides. So we can be slightly harsh on them on the day we say they're not up to it, but the background is such that they're at a disadvantage every time. But if you live in the moment, I think 100 comes up, you would think that they would, well, if I looked at that squad, and I would think that their best opportunity is where their experienced players like SIKANDAR, RAZA and Taylor and Williams, they guide the ship, and for that to happen, I think the opportunity to actually chase is the better option. But Zimbabwe thinking differently. $101 for 6.
Zafar Gohar is out there as a sub for Usman Qadir. Left arm spinner. Will he get a chance in the last T20? Haris Rauf is in. That's good running. Haris Rauf's energy is so watchable. He produced such spells of energy during the T20 local tournament as well. Wahab Riaz heads the list of bowling the fastest deliveries. This series, that is. Hit extremely hard, beautifully hit. And steal the third one as well. Hello, Tino.
Hi, Ramiz. That is a brilliant effort at the backward point boundary. Hyder Ali, the fielder, saves 1 run for Pakistan. Donald Tirupano can strike the ball well himself. Normally, when he's been batting a while.
Well, Zimbabwe need to eke out as much as possible. Isn't an ideal situation for them on a batting strip to be 6 down for 107. Not ideal. Pakistan have been relentless with the ball. Just mentioned about Haris Rauf's zest for bowling. He wants to deliver all the time. Doesn't matter if it's a domestic contest or in international game. He's out there doing his best. And that's such a good, healthy attitude.
.23 for his 2 wickets. A couple of balls to end his 3rd over. In this particular over, Zimbabweans have taken 7 off.
He's a good bowler at the death as well. So you see him operate differently with the new ball, and then he'll come back and show you variations, especially his Yorker is extremely good. Whack against the line, and should come back for to Pakistan. I feel it a lot better in this contest. They've been competitive in the field. 111 for 6.
Got out like this yesterday. Ryan Burl looking to clear that deep mid-wicket boundary. Just feel that he closes the face of the bat too early. I know he's trying to go cow, but you can still go there with a fuller face of the bat. Zimbabwe, 3 overs to go in the innings, 111 for 6. 10 and over is only going to get them to 141, Ramiz. 12 and over, only to 147. So they were short yesterday. Unfortunately, it looks like they're going to be short again today. Wonderful sunset though here at the Pindi Cricket Stadium. Lovely shot of the ground.
It's good in a way that Zimbabwe have got Burl batting in the last part of the innings. He's on 20 from 17. There's a loud call for no. I think he probably misjudged that that ball going away from the point fielder to third man.
Yeah, the problem that Zimbabwe will have now is they don't really have any of their senior batters in. Ryan Burl, yes, but he's only been there for 17 deliveries. And they'll look for 2, which they won't get. But we've seen all throughout the one-day series as well, a little bit yesterday, that the Pakistan seamers are relentless in terms of the areas that they bowled in the last period of the innings. So very difficult for the Zimbabwean batsmen to score. In particular now with Donald Tiripano and Ryan Burl at the crease.
Is that a catch? Oh, dropped. Fahim Ashraf there, got to the ball, would have been a good take. Did all the hard yards, and when it became a little easier for him to take it, he grasped it.
He did well to get to this. Won't see it in this shot, but he got himself there. Difficult chance, but he did the difficult bit, which was to get there. Got himself there. He really should have taken that. Fahim Ashraf.
Yeah, better connection, better strike, and will go and hit the fence. It's a fast outfield. First boundary in 4 overs.
Slightly overpitched by Wahab. Donald Tiripano. That is a good shot. Man up in the circle at mid-off. And he knew that all he had to do Let's get it just to his right. Firmly along the ground, and he'll get a boundary. Very welcome one for Zimbabwe. Eight runs off the over so far. Delivery to go in the 18th. Just 2 4s and 1 6 in the last 5 overs.
Nine from the over, 120 for 6. .120 for the loss of 6. It must be difficult for Zim, Tino, to not have a regular calendar, so to speak. Because this is a golden opportunity. That's the reason why they need to eke out every bit out of this tournament, out of this series. So what are their next fixtures, do you know?
There's a tour against Afghanistan, February and March of next year. But I'm in total agreement with you, and it's unfortunate what's happened this year with the pandemic, because Zimbabwe had a lot of cricket lined up earlier this year. We're in Bangladesh for a test match and 3 ODIs and 2 T20s, and we're due to host Ireland for a white ball series in April. Afghanistan had expressed interest to come to Zimbabwe for 5 T20s. That was a bilateral agreement between the two boards, because Afghanistan were wanting to prepare for the T20 World Cup. And after that, India were due to tour Zimbabwe for 3 T20s. The Netherlands for some T20s and some one-day cricket. There was also a tour scheduled for Sri Lanka, which was penciled in for before this tour. Having been starved of cricket this year, Zimbabwe cricket very, very happy that this tour to Pakistan was able to take place. So the idea is after this tour, back to Zimbabwe and get into domestic cricket, and then in February and March of next year have a tour against Afghanistan.
Well, they're part of the Super Series for qualification of the ICC World Cup, and so thereby they need to play 8 series in the next 2 years. So in a way, good news for Zimbabwe. More cricket they play, the better it is for them. But they're not part of the next T20 World Cup because of the suspension period that they had to suffer or go through, and during that period I think the qualifiers were being played.
The qualifiers were played in the UAE. That was last year, and yes, at that time Zimbabwe cricket were suspended and barred from taking part in any ICC sanctioned events, and therefore missed out on that T20 World Cup qualifier.
Gone straight down the throat of the man at cover. Fakhar is a sound fielder. It was hit extremely hard and well gathered with a smiling face.
Well, Donald Tiripano has hit the leather of this, and it's gone like a bullet. That's a good catch. You don't get the appreciation of how quickly that ball went off the bat. Harris Rowe gets another. 3 for 26, his figures now. Donald Tirupano gone for 15. Zimbabwe teetering, 120 for 7.
Middle stump, sir. Thank you.
Chisoro is in, left-hander. That was pretty unnecessary from Harris Rowe. Bit of an adrenaline rush, I guess.
I was just about to say that. He loves getting wickets, lifts himself, always celebrates, no matter what the situation is when he gets a wicket. And maybe that adrenaline just hasn't quite diluted in the blood from that last wicket. There we go. There's that celebration.
There's a slower ball, slower Yorker. How did it miss the stumps? Very, very close to that off stump, I think, in the end.
Wow, this is a delivery and a half. Look at the seam. That seam's gone like a flying saucer in terms of the angle. He's rolled it like an offie, but it's come back into the batsman. That's an interesting delivery.
I think it hit the rough part of the pitch, and I think it deviated. Otherwise, it would have hit the stumps. It was on course to hit that off stump. It just hit that dusty part of the surface and moved away. Big shot down the ground. That is such a good shot. Lovely way to end the over. As clubbed. Clearing the front leg and hitting it down the ground. And after 19, 125 for 7. Last over of the innings. Chisoro just a little bit hesitant getting around to that line from Wahab.
144 kilometers an hour. And we saw Chisoro struggling in the one-day series as well in the latter stages. And ball just getting onto him a little bit quicker than he's used to. No fans in the stands, but fans watching from different areas here at the Pindi Cricket Stadium.
Swing and a miss. What he has to do is to maybe now take a run, take a single, expose the strike to the guy who's batting on 25. Burl on 25. Zimbabwe clearly not enough runs on the board, and so they need to bowl out of their skins to win this now. Short ball put away, goes to the fielder. Well-appointed fielders, little finer.
More just helping this on its way, Chisoro. Again, just getting onto him a little bit quicker than he's expecting. Well placed, that man, as you say. Quite fine from Wahab. Normally very square as fielders this stage of the innings.
Doesn't get it properly in the middle of the bat, but a single nevertheless. Nicely bowled, fuller length from Wahab Riaz. Is such a good bowler at the death. Looks solid when he's not overstepping. In the recently concluded T20 tournament at the domestic level, he had plenty of problems overstepping and offering easy freebies.
Last ball then of the Zimbabwean innings.
Oh, beautifully hit. Magical end to the innings. That is crashed over long on fence for 6. Burl with a Burley hit. 32 he ends up with. Zimbabwe still runs short, but now they need to compete with the ball. Went back, used the crease, used the box and hit it so well.
It's an area that he hits well. Ryan Burl, 88 meters. That strike, as soon as it came off the willow, he knew that was struck well enough to clear the boundary. However, at the halfway stage, Pakistan will feel they're ahead. 134 for 7 is what Zimbabwe managed. Lost the toss today, however, were asked to bat once again. Brendan Taylor, the man who's been in form, left early. Chamuchibaba, once again, struggling with the bat. Really, other than Wesley Madevere with just 24, in quick time 22, and Ryan Burl 32 from 22 balls at the end. Nothing much to speak of on the Zimbabwean batting card.
Problem with that scoreboard was that a lot of Zimbabweans got a start but just couldn't do much in numbers. Didn't have a good finish to it, and partnerships didn't really hit Pakistan hard as well. A lot of 20s, 30 included in that partnership run. Pakistan would be absolutely delighted with how Usman Qadir bowled today. 3 for 23. There's always a case to be made when you have a leg spinner in your side, and so he proved the right choice. Rauf, once again, very committed to the effort. 3 for 31 in his 4 overs. All right, it's not a taxing target for Pakistan. 135 to get in 20 overs shouldn't be difficult. in the backdrop, you could see Faisal Mosque. That's in Islamabad. We are in Rawalpindi. It's dusk time here. The winters are here. And what happened with the Zimbabwean batting? Well, here's the scorecard for you. 134 for 7. They promised a lot because when Wesley was batting, it appeared as if everything was almost under control, but not to be. A lot of starts, but nothing in substantial numbers. I've got Tino Moyo here with me. How do you sum up some of the shots then, Tino?
Well, that's disappointing from Brendan Taylor. He's been amongst the runs, so maybe you can allow him to get away with that one. Chamuchibaba, a couple of boundaries. Streaky, that one. Sean Williams came out and showed us that he's a man in form. And how we would have loved to have seen a few more of those from the captain, Chamuchibaba. Got the bouncer, skidded onto him, and there's that celebration once again from Ralph. Wesley Madevere, who's done particularly well for Zimbabwe, then came in. Sean Williams got one that probably just kept a little bit low. But would have wanted to see him presenting the full face a little bit more, looking to hit straight down the ground. Wesley Madevere continued to show why he's done so well in the series so far, joined by SIKANDAR RAZA, who really hasn't shown the quality that we've seen from him over the years. Wonderful googly that got the best of him. And then Wesley Madevere today just looked like he was almost in a bit of a rush.
Yeah, I didn't read the leg spin or the googly on that one. Pakistan were a lot better in the field today. Some good blows down the ground, but they needed them at consistent level, and we didn't see that. So there were patches of brilliance, patches of good batting, and patches of something like that also against the leg spinner particularly.
Donald Tirupano then came in to try and get as many as he can at the rear. Got a couple of boundaries away, but not enough. And then it was a brilliant catch from Fakhar Zaman to dismiss him. And that came out the screws. And then just a couple of lusty blows at the end of the innings from Ryan Burl. That one, 88 meters, way over the boundary off the last delivery of the innings.
Hasnan didn't pick up a wicket. 3 for Rauf, bowled brilliantly, and 3 for Usman Khadir, who showed his sleight of hand, bowled well. His leg spinners and wrong-uns did work. I think that's the heavy roller as we give you the target. Pakistan need 135 in 20 overs at a shade over 6.7. Mazhar Rabbani there, a lot it needed from him because they need to pick wickets and strike regularly. Can they do it? Must back themselves to do it. Must come out with a clear strategy, and strategy has got to be to pick wickets, because otherwise this score is not defendable on a good batting surface. Show a bit of discipline, show a bit of fire, and get the umpires on your right side. Ehsan Raza was given a shield today for umpiring 50 matches, 50 international matches. So a bit of a milestone for him. Let's see whether Zimbabweans can compete. I think that is what they need to do. Delay the inevitable. Get into a huddle, and it's got to be about wickets, about attacking Pakistan, and treat this maybe as a 10-over gig rather than treating it as a 20-over contest. All right, we have new commentators for you. Wasim Akram and Bazir Khan.
As Ramiz Bhai said, they need wickets right in front and wickets throughout the innings to be able to compete. Just a reiteration of what needs to be done. This man been remarkable. World record holder now, 50 T20 internationals, men's internationals that is. Rashid Riaz. The umpiring quality in Pakistan is on the rise. Well, 135 Pakistan need, 134 to defend. Last night 156 was chased down at a canter because this man Babar Azam just batted beautifully as he does. The only way forward for Zimbabwe is to dismiss both the openers early and then carry on taking wickets.
Yep, that's the only option. Fakhar Zaman need to get some runs under his belt. And then, of course, the skipper in great nick. 80 odd yesterday. Look at this, his average, almost 51 runs. With 1550 strike rate, he's picking up his strike rate even as a skipper since he became the captain.
Alim Dar, 47 T20Is for him, men's. And match referee Javed Malik. What we've seen at the Pindi Stadium is that underlies the ball skids onto the bat. It's slightly easier to bat, but the new ball for first couple of overs maybe does swing, so you've got to make sure that whatever swing there is, it doesn't last long, but you've got to make sure that you use it.
That applies to the Zimbabwean bowlers, I suppose. Muzarbani, 11 wickets so far. One slip in place for him. Fakhar Zaman is facing the first ball. Square leg back on the circle, fine leg up, back on the boundary, fine leg up in the circle, mid-on, mid-off up. Should be normal game attacking mindset. First 6 overs, try to get 50-60 if you can, ideally. Play.
Play.
Yeah, that's the line he'll attack. Just that nip away from Fakhar and make sure that he gets that outside edge in play. But the problem for Zimbabwe, like the other day when they batted first, didn't get enough runs on the board and suddenly need a real lift in the field. And many a playing side, the bowlers would look at the batsman and say, what have you done?
They start off well. Short and wide straight to the fielder. I mean, yesterday they were 27 for 1 in first 3 overs. Today they were 25 for 1 in 3 overs. And then after 4 to 5 overs, they just start losing wickets on regular basis. And yesterday they scored 46 runs in last 5 overs. So that's where the problem lies, the mid overs, the most important overs in this format.
And Pakistan keep chipping away by getting wickets all the way through. Ball short and wide, he smashed it straight to the fielder. He'll count himself unlucky because that was hit really hard.
Well, like a bullet to the fielder. Good effort by the fielder. He stopped at least half of it, saved 2 runs for his team. Sikandar RAZA is one of the best fielders in their side, no doubt about it. He's off the mark.
I'm trying to come down the track.
He's not having a good time with his bat, Fakhar Zaman. in T20 at least. In last 2 years, 11 innings, 106 runs, averaging 9.63. So like I said, he does need runs under his belt, Bazir. And I think his form was back in National T20. He was the highest run getter, 420 runs.
An important player for Pakistan. White ball cricket, be it ODIs or be it T20, they want that enforcer, the aggressive option up front. And once he gets runs quickly. And especially in the one-day lineup, you look at the first top 5, and apart from him, all the rest sort of bat the same way. So you need him to break that up and provide the boundary hitting option. Down the ground with just a single. So decent first over for Muzrabani. He's 3 off, 1 gone. Left arm over and Garava.
Bit of swing in the air. He bowled a peach of a delivery yesterday to Heather Ali. And Grava. Three wickets in his short T20 career. They're young bowlers. They learn. The more they play, the more they learn. I think what they need is an experienced bowling coach around them, the Zimbabwean bowlers.
Zimbabwe very good with the new ball. They bowl back of a length into the pitch. The problem lies with them is mostly when they come back for the second spell. They just rely on bowling into the pitch, and we've seen so often with their bowling attack that at the back end or in the middle overs they start leaking runs because, as you had, the Yorker, the reverse swing, those options are not available.
And in experience, they don't play as much as international cricket nowadays, I suppose. And I remember the great Zimbabwean side that we used to play against in the 90s, the Pravir brothers, Heat Streak, the leg spinner, Paul Strang, Guy Whittle, the all-rounder, Henry Olangai, Ado Brendis, all these guys, and they were a tremendous fielding side. Then Alistair Campbell came in. I might be missing some names. Neil Johnson also played for them, who also played in England for the county. So it was a very good all-round side. 99 World Cup, they qualified the Super Sixes. Skipper is off the mark, easy.
Babar Azam, well, we know that he's now become one of the top players. But when he started off 2016 to 18 in T20I, his strike rate was 124.36. Now 2019-2020, it's 137.38. So that's improving. And what goes hand in hand is that now he's with Karachi Kings. So, Wasim Bhai, over to you.
Yes, you've seen his strike rate in last 2 years. And that shows that he's working on his game. He's improving every day as a batsman, as an individual. And I think Karachi Kings has got a different role. Obviously his role is to play positive cricket, play his shots, but stay there till the 14th, 15th over if he can. And he has been very consistent for Karachi Kings, and that's his role. We have power hitters. We have Shajil Khan. We have Alex Sales. We have Iftikhar. Then we have Delport. Then of course Chadwick Walton comes in there as well. Imad Wasim bats at number 7, sometimes at number 8. Then we have a couple of good all-rounders, Umad Asif and Amir Yamin. Call is for 2. This probably will race away to the boundary. Two overs gone, 10 for none.
Goes down the ground and doesn't succeed. So Muzrabani, well, he gets his first wicket. Fakhr just chips this to mid-on.
Soft dismissal. He was trying to hit over mid-off, mid-on. Middle it, went straight to the fielder at mid-on in the circle. And he departs. Another failure for Fakhr Zaman. Departs for 5, Pakistan 10 for 1.
Heather Ali walks in. Powerful striker of the ball, got a 50 on debut. And reputation of hitting the long ball. He's got an opportunity today to maybe just give himself a bit of time and then go after the bowling. Hitting down the ground is not necessarily Fakhr's strong point against fast bowling. The extra bounce ball just seeming back in slightly, and it's just been chipped to mid-on. When you're out of form, you're out of form. Can't buy a run, but Muzrabani, he is in form. He's been wonderful in the ODIs. And he's carrying on for Zimbabwe.
He's got a good high arm action. He's a tall guy and he generates a bit of extra bounce because of his high arm action. And that's what troubles the batsman, I suppose. He's been in this format with the new ball. Because you were mentioning at the previous over that they struggle with the semi-new ball because Kookaburra, even in this format, look at the bounce he was generating. Even in this format, it doesn't swing after 4 to 5 overs, and that's where I think variations comes in handy. If you don't have variation, then of course pace. And that's gone. That's Heather Ali for you. Third delivery went for maximum. Exciting to watch.
You want pace? Well, pace off the bat. His scoring zone, mid-wicket. He just stays with the shot. There's so much power behind that. You could hear it That hit off the bat, the sound of the bat, and you were always betting on this going the distance. Surprised that it didn't go into the stands, it was hit so well. And that's the problem. So previous delivery where he had defended that, but a length ball will always give the batsman the opportunity to free his arms.
Been hearing even on social media and seeing it and obviously reading it that some people want him to play his natural game. Some are saying he should, take his time. So poor guy, he's only 20. I mean, if you put him in two minds, obviously he's going to struggle. In my opinion, he should just play his game, even at number 3. Doesn't matter he's a natural opener, but if he comes at number 3, especially in first 6 overs, his job should be to play shots. And obviously that doesn't mean play slog. It means you pick your shots. Like the previous shot he played with a straight bat, go towards mid-wicket, mid-on and extra cover. 3 gone, 18 for 1.
Tepano. He will attack this time. Babar Azam, he's been so good in T20 cricket, white ball cricket. And whenever he bats, it looks as if he's batting on a different surface altogether because of the fact that he times the ball so well. Balance, poise, and class oozes every time he plays.
A treat to watch. Absolutely. What a player, Babar Azam. For me, one of the top 3 in the world right now in all the formats. He's number 2 in ICC T20 rankings and number 3 in one-day internationals ranking.
And he's taken to captaincy well too. He's averaging 56.66 in T20Is and a strike rate of 138 and 550. So captaincy hasn't bothered him. In fact, he's improved.
Definitely enhanced his game. He's enjoying it, it seems, from here. And that's a good sign for Pakistan cricket. Another one. There's a fielder there. But that's where he has to learn, Heather. Okay, this was kind of a slog. But if he would have gone towards mid-on or mid-wicket with a straight bat, because it was pre-planned probably, that okay, this ball I'm going to hit, doesn't matter wherever he bowls. That's inexperience. He'll only learn.
Oh, that's gone through. How it went through, nobody will know, but a beautiful straight drive, which should have been maybe 1, has gone to the fence.
What a shot. Straight as an arrow from Babar Azam. And it's yours, missed by both. Awesome. You know what we would say in Urdu for this particular field? Sui mein dhaga dal hai.
That's right. And Chikunwara maybe just hurt himself as well. But if he'd stopped that, it wouldn't have hurt as much. It was a classy shot. Just going by the shot, it deserved 4, but a bit of a gift. Tirupano just Now changing his field. Third man is being called up as mid-on goes to long on.
So fine leg is up, third man is up, mid-on gone back on the boundary, and man in just front of square leg side for Babar Azam. Two fielders outside the circle in first 6. 25 for 1 Pakistan. 3.5 overs. Steady start. What a...
Eight off the fourth, it's 26 for 1.
This should be interesting for Pakistan. Haider Ali is a young gun, and when on song is absolutely watchable, and we know that Babar Azam is a classic. So if they continue for a while, we should be in for a very, very exciting time. That is such a good shot, powerfully hit, smashed into the fence.
They look strong in this area. The little that I've seen of Haider, nicely weighted for that. Made sure he got it square enough of the man at third man to get the boundary.
He's got such a strong base. That's why he's a powerful hitter, Haider Ali. Plays the short ball well. He's a severe cutter of the ball. Offering medium pace is not going to work on a pitch like this. So you've got to vary. Look for a leg cutter or a slow, wider angle.
Milton Shumba. On the field for Alton Chigumbura, who had that mishap earlier. Part of the same under-19 squad with Wesley Madevere. Exciting young left-hand batter. Top order. Here we go, just showing us it's Milton Shumba. Left-arm orthodox bowler as well.
Shumba means lion.
Shumba means lion, exactly. I'm quite impressed with that. Ramiz, you didn't get that from me.
No, I didn't actually. Dean Duplessis, commentator from Zimbabwe, he had us on his podcast, and he reminded us then that Shumba means lion. A lion-hearted effort is required by Zimbabwe. They need 11 Shumbas out there.
They do indeed. Yeah, I'm excited after seeing Wesley Madevere getting elevated to the national side and doing such a wonderful job, primarily with the bat. He can do a decent job with the ball as well, and I can't wait until this young man gets his opportunity at international cricket. Talented youngster.
Time for Zimbabwe cricket, I guess, to induct young, fresh faces. The under-19s, the under-25s, maybe. Babar Azam is climbing the ladder. He's already there, in fact. Top of the pile. Highest average in T20Is, beating that of Virat Kohli. Such a safe bet in a very relentless format. He's got shot to any angle, every length picks up the field, or the angle in the field. That's nicely played away into the fence. 35 for 1. It's a lot better from Heather Ali, maintaining his shape. He's flooded with talent. All he has to do is to now convert that talent into numbers. So important for him not to miss out on such opportunities.
Kept the shape nicely. Also just nicely confronting the bowler. Quick single. Good running by Babar Azam. Has no problems putting the bad balls away for boundaries. And probably something that lacked a little bit in the Zimbabwean innings, and we had a bit of a discussion about that with Wasim Akram, is in between those boundaries, make sure that you're rotating the strike, getting to the other side. Slower ball from Tirupano, just rolling the fingers over the top of that one. 115 Ks. Significant drop in pace.
That's a miss hit, but finds the gap somehow. Wanted to hit it over mid-wicket. Edgy, little scrappy, but he gets a 4.
He's looking to go over the mid-wicket boundary. Probably a better bet that he got the top edge. There's a man back on that boundary. Not in control of that shot, Hyder Ali.
Special, absolutely special this time. See, he doesn't have to take a lot of risk. Like Babar, he can play conventional shots and look so glorious, so elegant.
Once again, you want to stay away from giving him width outside that off stump. That is a beautiful stroke. Make sure he opened the face to find that gap between backward point and cover point. It's got to be tighter on the stumps, Donald Tirupano.
Ten from the over, 45 for 1.
Point, apana mid wicket.
First T20.
Yes. No change.
Need wickets, Zimbabwe. Need to strike regularly. Chisoro in. It's 90 away from wrapping up the T20 series, Pakistan. No signs of dew or anything like that. He's got such a safe game. People wonder why he is averaging so high in T20. In a frantic format where you don't get a lot of time to play regular conventional shots. All right, Heather Ali, we talked about him maintaining his shape in this innings of his willow. Something he would have learned from this dismissal. Look at where he was looking to play that ball with an angle bat, was caught behind. Big shot down the ground. It's a fast outfield and will go and hit the fence in no time. Excellent batting. Really impressive stuff from Heather Ali. In fact, it's Babar.
Made sure he got to the pitch, Babar Azam. Just closed the face so the ball didn't go straight back at Tendai Chisoro. Maneuvering it into the right-hand side of Chisoro, his weaker side.
Keeps it simple, keeps it conventional most times. Doesn't need to hit the ball in the air. Great blueprint for any young batsman, Babar.
Comparative scores: Pakistan 51 for 1, Zimbabwe 52. The difference is that wickets column. 3 wickets down at this stage for Zimbabwe. That's exactly what has been pulling them back.
Let's have another look at how he was out actually in one of the ODI games, the first ODI dismissal, playing with an angle bat. This time a lot more assured and holding his shape. Very good catch by the keeper. Have a look at how he's played similar kind of a ball with a straighter bat away towards mid-on. It's 53 for 1. More spin from our end, which is the media end. Oh, there's an opportunity, but I think he tried to hit it just a little too hard. Sean Williams, slow left arm spin. Gone. 6. Majestic. Herculean hit. He's a massive striker of the ball. Young, exciting, and a lot to look forward to as far as Heather Ali is concerned.
That's a beautiful shot. He's advanced down the wicket late, made sure that Sean Williams can't see it. He's got to the pitch and he's extended the arms through the ball. Clears the boundary with absolute ease, Heather Ali.
That was a 95-meter hit. Lovely footwork. Oh, they steal that extra run. This is not good from Zimbabwe. You need to be desperate in the field. Every run saved is pressure on the batsman. 50 partnership is raised.
Contributions to the 50 partnership. 18 from Babar Azam, 32 from Haider Ali, who's getting on with the business.
Go.
They take on Wesley and do well in the end. Wesley is very quick in the field. Couldn't pick it up cleanly, but once again, good batting from Haider Ali. So it's not only about hitting 4s and 6s, but about this as well. Using acreage of space on the leg side and running hard for 2.
It's moved very quickly on to 34, Haider Ali. A couple of big 6s that passed the bowler's head. The last one you saw, one over mid-wicket. Nice, sensible.
At the end of the 8th, 64 for 1.
Change of bowling. Sikandar Raza into the attack. Experienced campaigner for Zimbabwe. 12 wickets in his T20 career with 2 for 7 best. He'll want to pick up a wicket here.
They need 3-4 wickets in a couple of overs, otherwise game over for them, for Zimbabwe. New kid on the block, Haider Ali, 35 of 25. It's the last previous 6 he hit, it was 96 meters. Beautifully played shot, went straight with the straight bat. Exciting to watch.
He plays that shot particularly well, going straight and over long on. Not the best of deliveries here, but how impressive has this youngster been coming up the ranks from the PSL? Impressed us all there. It's almost surprising why he isn't a permanent feature in this Pakistan side.
Started off with under 19, played for Pakistan, previous World Cup this year, and then of course PSL. He performed, played some good innings, then made his debut against England, got 50 straight away. So the talent is very much there. We just have to be consistent with him. He should be batting at number 3 every time, doesn't matter the opposition. He's only going to get better.
Opened at the under 19 level, but obviously if you've got the likes of Babar in your side, opening and the form that he's in, it's difficult to topple that position. But 3s, he's doing pretty well here as well. He'll be disappointed he didn't get that away to the fence. It was there to be hit.
Babar Azam, 24 of 13, strike rate of 184. Improving day by day. Another good shot. There's a fielder there, no chance. Another boundary to Pakistani skipper. He's on 28 now, 14.
Lovely timing, lovely hands through the ball. It wasn't too wide, but he gave himself room and timed it to perfection. Eight of that over, Pakistan 72 for 1. Chisoro to continue. Got protection, 2 men on the boundary at long on and mid wicket. Deep cover and deep mid off.
Straight to the fielder at backward point. 2 dot balls. Had the really. He's bowling quicker than usual, Chisoro. Short and wide inside edge. And another boundary. Runs are coming fast for Pakistan. 59 required of 63 now. And Fakhar Zaman must be cursing himself. Missed opportunity here again.
3 wide ones. Heather would have felt he missed out on the first 2, but got bat on that. Not where he intended for the ball to go, but runs nonetheless. He's raced to 41 now of just the 31 deliveries. Wasim, I think it's important they finish this with plenty of overs. They don't want to linger it on and push it all the way to the end. Finish it off, keep the pressure on, keep dominating the innings.
Yeah, I think so. They've stage is set. They both are well set. One is on 42. Babar Azam is on 28. And partnership is building up. 68 of 47 now between these two. It's only a matter of time. Just play normal cricket. Play your shots. Field is well spread.
Gotta go, boys. Are you winning?
They've called for 2.
Yes, Wizzy.
Good call there in the end. 10 overs gone. Pakistan 79 for 1.
Okay,
79 for 1 Pakistan in 10. Halfway. They need 56 now in 10 overs. Sikandar RAZA to continue. Easy single. No problem for Pakistani batting right now. First of all, the score wasn't enough. Look at that 6. The biggest so far of the series. 95 meters. Went into the night. A misfield. Another boundary.
Sloppy ground fielding once again. Babar times it exquisitely. Not having the best of outings is that the Zimbabwean captain just threw his hands, didn't get down in time. Should have been stopped. Oh, he's got a hold of that, hasn't he? It's another massive hit. Gloriously timed off, pinged off Babar's bat. 3 sixes now.
There we go, shot. And right into the arc. Easy pickings for man in form, Babar Azam. 90 meters, another big shot. He stopped one. Congratulations, him.
That's the 3rd dot ball that Babar's placed in his 19 deliveries. Make that 4 now. That was a big hit. The man in form.
Wasn't the best of the delivery either. 20 balls, 4 dot balls only. 6 fours and a 6 in his 39 so far, the Pakistani skipper. healthy strike rate of 195. Wicket delivery. 11 gone, 91 for 1.
Already, Wes. Hand, right hand. Johnny, go boy.
Good thing he got a hand on that. Rockets off the bat. Sikandar Raza there doing well.
Sikandar Raza, he bowls as great Sunil Gavaskar says in his commentary, mixed pakoda bowling. Up break, leg cutter, knuckle ball, faster one, every delivery. But lines are not consistent. Look at that, inside out with the spin. Another maximum for from Haider Ali, and brings up his 50 as well of 35 deliveries. Strike rate of 142.
Everyone was on their feet clapping for that youngster. A gigantic hit yet again. Misbah will be happy.
Misbah is smiling. Miracles.
Outstanding. This man has been Haider Ali. 350s now. Sorry, 250s now in his 3 outings in his T20 career. Been bold. Exactly what we need in T20 especially, and even in ODI cricket, to play your shots when they're there on the offering. It's exactly what Haider Ali has done.
Hey!
No need to panic. They'll definitely give you a run overthrow for sure. 100 up as well for Pakistan.
Babar will get a single there to the end of the 12th. Pakistan 102 for 1.
Just 33 now required in 48 balls. Wonderful partnership. 92, just 8 away from that 100 mark. What's been refreshing is how Haider Ali has played. Zimbabwe, well, not enough runs on the board on a featherbed. And struggling in the field. It's his ability to create shots like this. It's Babar Azam. Terrific track record in T20 cricket. And it's got to be applauded for sort of, in a way, mistiming that one and still finding the fence there. He had to bend low to get to that one, and like he usually does in T20 cricket particularly, tends to find the gap. good in a way that Heather Ali has played with the skipper, arguably the best T20 batsman currently going in the circuit. Learn a thing or two about batting. And good thing is that Babar hasn't really stopped him from being himself, which is really to go and express himself.
Well, young guy coming into the team. Who would you rather spend the most time with at the crease? It's got to be Babar Azam in the Pakistan lineup. Opens the face, guides that down. It's going to go fine of Donald Tirupano at third man. It brings up another half century for the Pakistan captain, his 16th in this format of the game. Brings up the 100 partnership as well between these two. And they are steering Pakistan to a victory.
That's such a good touch. That is subtle and beautifully played. 100 of just 63 balls. That's gone up in the air and beautifully held. What a good catch that is. Chikkanbura there doing extremely well to get around that one. I think he got just a little bit surprised by that extra lift from Blessing Muzarabani.
Well, it looks simple. I can tell you it's not. It's a top edge. It's gone fine of Alton Chigumbura at fine leg. That's a run in a wrong way. It'll be coming out of the lights, and he's judged it to perfection. That is a really good catch from Alton Chigumbura. And the second wicket down now for Pakistan. Muzarabani, the man with the golden arm for Zimbabwe, brought in to try and get the breakthrough. And he did exactly that.
"50 minutes of exquisite batting from Babar Azam. Just took 28 balls to get to his 50. Fastest 50 for him in T20Is. Took 27 balls. I think they want to double check whether it was a clean catch. It was. From where we were, it looked a genuine catch. Out is the call. Khushdil Shah is in. Pakistan losing their skipper in the dying moments of this run chase. In the same mold as Heather Ali. The only difference is that he bats left-handed. Still a fledgling career, but there's a lot to look forward to as far as striking the ball hard is concerned. Been given a wide. There's a slip in place, hence that wider angle from Muzarabani. This really was a top quality catch. A top edge, remained in the air for a long time, and Chikkanbura there had to cover a lot of space to get to that catch. Lovely fielding.
Lovely fielding. Good bit of bowling as well from Muzarabani. He's constantly in the wickets for Zimbabwe.
It's not a great situation for a youngster to come and bat. 24 needed. So I think at the back of your mind, there's always this thought that you can get out. And that makes you a little uncomfortable, or can make you a little uncomfortable. Let's see whether Khushdil tees away and hit some big shots. Nothing to do with that wider angle from Muzarabani. 1-1 for 2. Really has been impressive, Heather Ali. He's got shots to all lengths in T20Is. Very strong hitter down the ground. Made the headlines in his debut game against England, where he scored a 50.
It's the Jomo jackpot. If you hit that billboard, $200 will come your way, and the service ties board, hit and win $500.
That's 4. Nicely played. Good wristy shot. He's off the mark with a boundary.
Two straight. Two full from Richard Ngarava. Meet and drink that line to any batter. Managed to get it nicely fine of the man at fine leg.
It'll be interesting to see how Pakistan looks at this series winning contest, and after winning this, will they play any more young squad members? Will they experiment? There's Abdullah Shafiq, who's still waiting for his chance, mighty talented. Maybe we'll get to see him in the next T20I.
सामने
Chance at the non-strikers, and had that hit, would have been curtains for the runner. Chikambura is having good last 5 minutes in the field. After 14, 119 for 2. Would have been out had that hit the stumps on the full. That's the match summary then. 16 of 36. That's the bottom equation, bottom line. Pakistan should be home in the next 2-3 overs. Oh, lovely angle. It's been very impressive right throughout this series. T20Is and ODIs. Tall, gets the ball to bounce just a little bit more. A nice shape on that occasion outside that off stump.
Definitely a lot more consistent in the last T20 and the last ODI. And he's been rewarded for that consistency with wickets. Jarava hasn't bowled as quickly as he possibly can. I think his average speed's probably early 130s. He's a big, tall, strong lad. I would like to believe that as he gets back into international cricket, a little bit more in terms of game time, he'll get those clicks up. He certainly has the build to bowl 140 consistently.
Big shot. Has it gone all the way? Beautifully hit by Haider Ali. Picked up the legs so early. It's a 4. Just checking, yeah, one bounce over the rope. Gets into a very stable base. That's the reason why he hits the ball so hard. He's also a very special talent, Haider Ali. Bouncer played away into the gap, another boundary. So Pakistan now racing towards that target, just 7 away from that target.
The idea is not a bad one from Zarabani. The reply, he's looking for the short ball. He's played it well. Haider Ali's rolled the wrists. And he's found the gap between the two men. And backward square leg and fine leg. So just 7 now required by Pakistan. Make that 6.
Yeah, they needed a lot more from the bowling effort from the bowlers, not to be. Just didn't have enough runs on the board. Got to ask the question, why then Zimbabwe chose to bat first and chose not to chase score down. Easily played into the gap. I think he should come back for 2. It's been quite an effortless innings. Just round the corner, the HBL PSL eliminators in the playoffs. Multan will take on Karachi Kings. The loser will have another chance to go at the title. And the eliminator will involve Qalandars and Peshawar Zalmi. Whosoever loses that contest is out of the playoffs. Oh, that is a big shot. That is really huge. Doesn't make it to the fence. It almost hit the light tower.
Yeah, a lot of height on that one. A good over. 14 from it. 133 for 2.
To get over the line. Well, he does better than 2. It's a 4. And so Pakistan wrap up the T20I series quite convincingly. It's a bit of a no contest this game. Pakistan going over the line in 15.1 overs. Haider Ali, superb, 66 not out, and Khushdil Shah remains not out on 11.
Comprehensive. Pakistan in the second T20 international. Winning the toss this afternoon, electing to bowl first, and did a good job with the ball restricting Zimbabwe to less than 140. And then, well, the batting display has been clinical. This was the winning moment. Slow ball bouncer from Garava. Everybody's up, of course. Just a couple of runs were needed off that delivery to win the game. And Khushdil finish this off in style.
13 consecutive victory for Pakistan against Zimbabwe in T20s. And today the bowlers did their job, but Haider Ali with a classy knock, powerful knock. 66 of 43. And it's been a comfortable series for the men in green. Satisfied team members, satisfied coach, management, because this is what they wanted, a convincing and thoroughly one-sided affair. Now Pakistan ruled with the ball and knocked it off with the bat with 29 deliveries to spare. Babar Azam got 51, but it was all about Haider Ali. The big hits, 3 of them, 66 not out of just 43. Pakistan doing it in only 15.1 overs.
Not much to write home about for the Zimbabwean bowlers. That lone name that we've heard over the last 3 or 4 matches for the Zimbabwean bowling outfit, Muzarabani, the only one who managed to get a couple of breakthroughs for the Zimbabwean bowling lineup.
After having bowled first, Pakistan did a great job. Courtesy Usman Qadir, 3 for 23, Haris Rauf 3 for 31. Burl with 32 not out was never going to be enough. 137 in 20 overs after that. Last night we got 156. Pakistan did it at a canter. Babar Azam 51, Haider Ali 66, Muzrabani 2 wickets. But that means that Pakistan win the series, and we'll be back in a little while for the presentation.
ऊपर कर ले थोड़ा इसका स्टार ऊपर कर वन नंबर याद है चेक करवा रहा हूं वन नंबर का हैंडल 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 हैंडल 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 हैंडल 1 2 3 हैंडल 2 रमीज भाई के पास है आज कम है उस दिन बहुत ज्यादा था हाँ जी हैंडल मैक 2 हैंडल मैक 2 Yeah, we are almost ready. Check 1 2 okay
सही बात बाल भी वैसे हैं हेलो हेलो नहीं उसकी तो नहीं आ रही हाईवे में बोलो नहीं तो मैं गाली दे दूंगा Nothing. 15 मिनट उसने ट्राउजर में ठूसने में लगाए। 15 मिनट उसने ठूसने में लगाया, आवाज है नहीं।
मैं आपको क्यों करूँगा?
सीधा हमारे
Powerful performance by Pakistan, and we'll go straight down to Ramiz Raja with the presentation.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready with the presentation. In fact, we've only got men here, no ladies. ITIL Outstanding Performer of the Match, Usman Qadir, 3 for 25. Fabulous bowling spell from him. He'll receive ITIL Vision 1 Plus Mobile. Picture. Extremely well bowled. Bowl his wrong turns and leg spinners quite well. Dawn Foods Man of the Match Award goes to Heather Ali for his 66. Not out, played extremely well. और कुछ बात भी करेंगे हैदर आपसे। बहुत अच्छी बात यह है कि यंगस्टर हैं आप और खुल के खेलते हैं, एक फेयरलेस अप्रोच है। आज कितना मज़ा आया ख़ास तौर पे बाबर के साथ बैटिंग करते हुए?
जी बिल्कुल, जैसे कि मेरा डेब्यू हुआ था तो बाबर भाई मेरे साथ बैटिंग कर रहे थे, तो वहाँ पे भी उन्होंने सपोर्ट की थी, तो अच्छे रन हो गए थे। यहाँ पे भी अगेंस्ट जिम्बाब्वे के भी फर्स्ट T20 तो नहीं अच्छा गुजरा, लेकिन काफ़ी इम्प्रूवमेंट की है और काफ़ी बात वगैरह बाबर भाई ने की है, तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है परफॉर्म अच्छा हो गया।
थोड़ा सा माइंड के बारे में अपना बताइए, जब आप बैटिंग करने जाते हैं बैटिंग माइंड क्या है, क्या समझते हैं कि आपको किसी